Hello and welcome back to my channel Anime Recommendation. This is the part 3 of Best of the Winter Anime 2023. Today in this video I will talk about some fantasy and some spiritual or yokai related anime. Without wasting any time, let's start with Reborn to Master the Blade. From Hero King to Extraordinary Square. Here the Hero King in Greece, who dedicated his entire life to building his country, is now approaching death. To award him for his honorable achievements, the goddess Alistia appears and grants him one wish. Having never been able to master the blade, Inglis asks to be reincarnated in order to do so. In a blink of an eye, Inglis finds himself born in a far future as a daughter of a noble family. But the country he once ruled has changed so much. But her goal hasn't changed. Now she only wants to fight stronger opponent to master the blade. Next we have the Tales of Outcasts. Here Wisteria, the main character of the story, is an orphan girl living in a corner of the British Empire at the end of the 19th century. Her life was so lonely and unpleasant until she encounters Marvas, a powerful but equally lonely immortal being, hounded by hunters. Together, Wisteria and Marvas roams around the empire populated by humans and human-like beasts in search of a place where they can live together in peace. Next, we have Kaina of the Great Snow Sea, a world blanketed in an endless and ever-growing ocean of snow. The people eke out a living either huddled around the roots of enormous trees dotting the surface or high in the canopy which spreads over the plant's atmosphere. A chance meeting between Kaina, a youth from the canopy, and Lilia, a young woman from the surface, sets off a chain of events that will change the fate of the world. For the next one, we have Chilling in My 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army. Here, the dark soldier Dariel, a 30-year-old guy who can't use magic despite being in the Demon Lord's army, was fired for his lack of capacity. However, after being fired from Demon King's army, he rescued a human girl from a forest monster. To thank him, the girl invited him to her village, where Daniel came to know that he was actually a human all along and starts realizing that he was more powerful than he thought. This one reminds me of another anime called Beast Tamer. That one also a very good one. You should definitely check that one too. Next, we have The Ice Blade Sorcerer Shall Rule the World. Everyone knows of the most powerful soldier, the Ice Blade Magician, who led the country to victory 3 years ago. But few know his true name, Ray White. After weathering through a bloody war, Ray enrolls at the Magic School Academy to experience a normal life, a luxury that he never had. To fulfill his goal, he kept his identity as the Ice Blade Magician a secret. To protect his newfound friends and the people he holds dear, he will do whatever it takes, even if it means to reveal his past. For the next one, we have Ayakashi Triangle. Here, Matsuri Kazamaki and Suzu Kanade are childhood friends, bonded by their shared ability to see Ayakashi. However, in high school, their relationship fall apart because Matsuri considers all Ayakashi a threat to his friend, while Suzu, who is an Ayakashi medium, thinks them as her friends. But after an incident happened where Matsuri was cursed by a strong Ayakashi and became a girl while protecting Suzu. Although their relationship has been now improved, there is still one problem that has to solve. Next, we have Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. After her mother passed away and decided to become a silver sugar master like her mother, a highly regarded occupation in the country of Highland, where very few masters of the craft exist, and lives for the town of Lewiston, where the royal family holds a sugar sculpture festival. To become a silver sugar master, she has to win the top spot and receive a royal medal. In this world, humans treat fairies as slaves and take one of their wings to control them, and reluctantly buys a fairy named Sal to be a bodyguard on her way to Lewiston, and is torn between settling Sal free but needing a bodyguard on the dangerous roads to the festival. Will it be a chance to become a fairy and a human coexist as a friend or not? See it for yourself. Next, we have adventurers who don't believe in humanity will save the world. Here, adventurer Nick, mage Tanya, cleric Jem, and half-dragon Karen each show up alone at a tavern only to find themselves seated at the same table. As the night goes on, they take their turns divulging their grievances and hobbies they have taken up as a means of copying. While their stories are utterly different, there is one common trait: betrayal. Each of the four, having been betrayed by someone they treasured, has developed a deep-seated distrust of humanity. But in addition to their similar worldviews, the four have one more commonality: a critical lack of funds. realizing that things cannot continue as they are, they decided to form a party, rank up, and make as much money as possible to spend on their respective hobbies. However, what these adventurers don't know is that they will one day save the world from some unfathomable threats. For the next one, we have Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I will max out my defense. Second season. This is the story about a girl playing the VR MMO game called New World Online as the character Maple. She didn't want to get hurt in this game, so she used all her points to max out her defense. But despite her lack of knowledge about games, she was lucky enough to obtain some skills that made her monstrous powerful. She also became a guild master of the guild called Maple Tree and became the third strongest guild. In this second season, Maple Tree Guild is excited to explore the new floors introduced in the game, and also they are trying to find stronger skills for themselves in order to greatly expand their options in future battles. If you haven't watched this one, I highly recommend this. You will absolutely love it. Next, we have The Misfit of Demon King Academy Season 2. The main character in this story, Anos, is an overpowered demon lord who was capable enough to destroy even gods. After a long period of countless wars, Anos became sick of it and longed for a peaceful world. So he sacrificed himself and reincarnated to a further future to create a peaceful world. But after getting reincarnated, he was treated as a misfit in the Demon King Academy and was targeted by many people. If you like some overpowered characters who can destroy anything that stands in his way, then you should watch this one. Moving on to the next one, we have Inspector Season 2. At the young age of 11, Kotoko Yoanaga was abducted by yokais and asked to become their god of wisdom, a mediator between the spirit and human world, to which the girl quickly agreed, but at the cost of her right eye and left leg. Now, whenever yokai wishes for their problems to be solved, they make their way to Kotoko for consultation. Meanwhile, Kuro Sakuraga, a university student, was an abnormal human being. For the yokai, he is like a monster, but for Kotoko, he was a handsome young guy whom she forced to become her boyfriend. Now they solve yokai related problems together. Last but not the least, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Season 4 Part 2. Commonly known as the dungeon, the city of Orario possesses a huge labyrinth in the underground. Its strange name attracts excitement, illusions of honor, and hopes of romance with a pretty girl. It's a story of a boy, Bell, starving to become the best adventurer in this city of dreams and desires, and perhaps have some romance in the sight. That's all for today. In the next part of the Best of the Winter Anime 2023, I will talk about rest of the anime of this season. See you in the next video. Until then, sayonara.